What is cracking, guys? JP here again, bringing you another update of my 90-gallon reef tank. So far everything's doing pretty good. Just got a few changes. Alkalinity spiked a little bit, which is kind of weird. I'll check and see what's going on. Nitrates kind of went down. Magnesium stayed about similar, about like 280 ppm. But yeah, I don't know. I got my an expired magnesium test kit, so maybe that's why. We'll see. I need to buy a new test kit to see what's going on. But overall, everything's doing pretty good. I moved the frag rack on the side so that it looks very nice. Cleaned the glass today, refilled my 2-part, added a scoopful of calc in my calc reactor. I moved a few corals around because it was touching one another. And I still need to maybe frag a couple things, but overall looks good. My Aptasia, I have super glued on top of it. Yeah, everything looks good. My blue green chromis is recovering. It's gaining more weight by the day. That's good. Starting with a few things here. Like I said, I moved a few hammers around because it was touching the zoas. Starting to get a little bit more cyano. It's probably a good almost 2 months now for no water change. I'll probably need to do a water change soon. Cyano is start popping up in some of the rocks and some of the corals, or especially the zoas. These cyano likes to envelop like the ring of the zoa or pali, or totally above, and close that up. I always have this problem with this green zoa here. But the sand bed is pretty clean. I have not cleaned anything. I have not blown anything around. I don't know, it just stays pretty clean. Like I said, I have some cyano on some sand bed. There's the cyano again there, which is pretty normal. I have moved the frag rack all the way back there in the corner to hide it for video purposes and picture purposes. But yeah, everything's doing pretty good. I got some algae growing again on that setosa, but no matter. This bird's nest, the pink's bird nest, is really getting thick. And for my STN recovery, look at that. All the white patches are all gone. So that's a good thing. Staghorn still kind of trying to branch out, which is pretty good. It's getting there. The lantana, let's move around over here. It's adjusting to the higher light. It's still pretty yellow, which is good. You can see the polyps, bluish polyps. It's very nice yellow. Here's my conch sleeping, and looks like some mushroom already started to attach in the glass. I got too much of these pali. Yeah, just a few, just phases in the aquarium hobby. It's basically a maintenance phase, and it just just gotta maintain, be good in water chemistry, keep doing good husbandry. Once you're in this phase, sometimes things can get a little bit boring, but this is where you want to enjoy your reef. You don't want to start changing things and start tinkering about what to add and how to grow it as fast as you can. Unless you're in a coral farm and selling business, and sure, go ahead, you can start thinking about that 10% of extra growth. But if you're just like a hobbyist like me, you don't really need that extra 10%, because if you kind of messed up, then everything goes haywire or something goes bad and everything starts suffering. So might as well just keep doing what makes you successful, you know. Don't do a lot of changes. So just enjoy your reef tank, sit back and relax. And you know, I know in the reef tank hobby, things can get a little bit stressful, and sometimes a nice peaceful times can be nice. All right, on to the alkalinity today. Alkalinity went to 9.7, so I'm not sure what exactly happened. Maybe after the magnesium added in, I don't really know. It was 8.9 from March 25, so I don't know what's going on. Nitrate went down and magnesium is still about the same or so. Well, actually it went up by 50, so that's a good sign. Maybe from the added magnesium, 400 ml magnesium, and I did that. So we'll see. Temperature today, it's 77. Pretty good. Every fish is doing pretty good. Down in the sump, I added some more dry rock. I had these old rock sitting in the salt water, and last week I basically did a freshwater bath with aeration, like air pump, to make sure everything is dead, like aptasia or any pest. And I did have some bristleworm that died off, but I have an air pump in there, and I realized if you have circulation and oxygen and movement, things doesn't like rot and die, or like start to cause like this weird discoloration from the bristleworm. Yeah, fits in pretty nicely in there. The top layer is the old rock, so hopefully the next week I'm gonna start a 10-gallon quarantine system. Get that for the new corals. I do have a coral angel in here. You can kind of see him in this corner, but he goes through that hole in the baffle, and he goes all of this. He got all of that, and I had the light on for this fish for about 5 hours a day. So yeah, what's weird is this section where he's able to get through. There's no sponges. Like there is no sponges. You can look, but once you get all over the baffle, it goes down. See all those sponges? Yeah, crazy how this angelfish eats all the sponges. Look at that. Those are all sponges, the white fluffy. So that's kind of a sign that if you have angelfish, they definitely like to eat sponges. That's why I guess they have those sponge power angelfish food, frozen food. So yeah, they definitely eat sponges. There's like no sponges in this, and I have this worms, but that's pretty normal. And he gets a lot of food because I don't run filter sock. This is just your old style pool. What's this? Noodles or filter noodles to kind of just silent the water from going down. Since I don't have a filter sock to silent that, water would be crashing down without this stuff. So yeah. So I have two main drains, and then this one is just backup. It's just basically elevated a little bit, and then this is just a filter sock top I cut out. And so yeah, pretty good. All right. I'm gonna need to change my orientation of my skimmer because it's gonna be hard for me to move this around. Overall looks pretty good. Let's check the refugium. Yeah, things are growing. Looks like the SPS seems to don't like the light. It doesn't grow, but my Chaeto is growing nicely. I have a lot of hair algae all over, which is okay. So yeah, here we go. This is just your PVC wood. I think uh, one by one. Super glued it together. So yeah. There we go. So this is a good 1 year and 10 months into the reefing this tank is. I've been keeping reef tank for about maybe 8 years now, or 7 years. I started with a 10 gallon, a 20, then a 40, and then this 90 gallon. But yeah, every time I set up a reef tank, it takes about 1 year to finally have no major problems. Or like nuisance algae or all that crazy unexplainable stuff. But just gotta keep chugging on. Hopefully soon I'm gonna able to start fragging my torches. My gold torch on the corner there where I moved it seems to be doing a little bit better. I don't see any flatworms, I don't see any problems, but looks like it's just adjusting to the lighting system now. So it's getting there. Yeah. This is splitting like crazy. This is huge. So yeah, we're getting there. Just slowly, piece by piece. Hopefully soon I'll get a hand on the Oregon blue tort and the blue millie. So I message him hopefully soon. Yeah, this looks pretty nice. A lot of people don't have these kind of setup where it's daylight and it's like snorkeling under the water. This is 10K metal halide. Looks very nice. Looks very natural. Nothing too blue Windex kind of type. Looks like you're literally snorkeling under the ocean, like in this corner here. But yeah. Now in person, the colors actually doesn't make everything look brown or yellowish. It's actually a lot more white, crispy white, which is very nice. My camera just picks up the extra yellow. I don't know why, but yeah, looks pretty nice to me. A lot of people like my aquascape. These sweet arch right here and the little bommy here. I had a little picture in my phone that have inspiration on, and basically kind of try my best to copy this look. And initially, a lot of people, if you look back at my videos, a lot of people didn't like the little rock here and then this big pile of rocks because it looks like an old school style. I'm like, well, that's what I envision on. And I didn't change anything, and over time started adding the corals, and look at that. It looks pretty nice. It's starting to fill in and looks pretty nice. I like it. A lot of people like my aquascape, so that's good. Well, looks like that is it for my side. Thanks for watching. See you next time, and happy reef keeping. Adios.